Today on the channel, the latest cool toy that we're going to be taking a look at is this iGame gaming desktop computer brick building set from Pantasy. That's right, Pantasy with a P and not an F. I reviewed a lot of their brick building sets in the past on this channel, and I've always been impressed with their overall quality. The bricks themselves, they always snap together exactly how you would expect them to. I've never had any issues with missing pieces or anything like that. The instruction manual that is included with their set, it's always very easy to understand. It's got great colorful layout pictures, so you're never really scratching your head trying to figure out how to put these sets together. I think their affordability for the amount of pieces you get is good value, and like I said, I've always been impressed with everything that's come out from Pantasy. This right here is the newest upgraded edition of their gaming desktop. They had a previous iteration of this in the past where it had some little mini figures down here and some different components inside the gaming PC, but they've revamped it, made it totally dedicated to the gaming aspect of the PC. And let me just show you what we're talking about here. So I've pre-assembled a lot of it, but today we're going to essentially build our own gaming computer because, like I said, I've pre-built it, but I've left all the components individual. That way we can really piece it together and create our own gaming PC. So right now we have the case and or chassis, however you want to describe it. This is actually based off a real computer, the M600 from iGaming. Over here we got some vents, you got your port connections for your keyboard and your mouse. On the back side of the tower, we've got the big logo, three-dimensional. Looks really, really nice for the iGame. Very easy to read. This was actually quite impressive and fun to piece together, seeing it all come together with the lettering and everything. I really enjoyed that part. We got a nice, base stand here, and that is our case. And then on the top side, it's the top cover of the case. We have some translucent bricks there, which is nice because this actually does come with an included LED, which I'll show you later, where we get some RGB illumination for this. And this is your faux power switch. Next thing we're going to put together, this is going to be our hard drives. I actually enjoyed this because, like I said, it's got movable parts, which is always a key detail that I love to see on brick building sets. So these are our two hard disk drives. I'm going to kind of put them back there. Place them in spot. There we go. Next up, this is our power supply. Not exactly going to wow anybody with its style, but I mean, it's a power supply. That's what it's supposed to do. It's just supposed to, maintain everything. So we're going to snap it in here, line it up with these yellow circles. All right. Get our little fan lined up on our power supply. Then next up we have our motherboard here. Again, these are actually built and created to replicate actual hardware that is out there on the market that you can buy today. I've got the audio nature up here in the top left hand corner. We've got nice little RGB accents over here because it's not really a gaming computer if you don't have an overabundance of RGB accents. But we got two slots here for our memory. We'll go ahead and put those in right now. So here are our two RAM memories. They're identical to one another. Again, they got little RGB accent bricks, make it look like they'll light up. But basically we're gonna line up our gold in there, slot it in there. It is a tight fit. And let's see if we get the second one in there. There we go. So now we got our RAM carts slid in there. We'll go ahead and mount the motherboard into the case. Went ahead and took the top of the case back off just for easier access to getting this lined up. There are two pegs here and here that are going to line up with the circle parts of our motherboard, and we'll go ahead and get those aligned, and it should slide into place. We got some little orange tabs here. We'll hold everything in place. That way it doesn't slide off after you've got it mounted on the pegs. And then one of the last components, our graphics card. This is a NVIDIA GeForce RTX style graphics card. Get the printed bricks, which is nice. These weren't stickers or anything that I had to put on. These are all individually printed bricks. Got gold accents there. This was a sticker. We got our, three fans, but we're gonna go ahead and slide it in here into the motherboard. Should line up. And then there we go. We have the graphics card, our power supply, our hard drive, our RAM cards, our motherboard. Now that we've finished building the insides, we've got our front faceplate here. Got the iGame logo. Go ahead and align that. Snap that on there. Nice and tight. We got these nice little, again, RGB accents inside here on these little gills. And the last piece to resistance we need is this little brick right here. And you're thinking, well, it's just it's a clear brick. Well, it's actually LEDs built inside a building brick. So it's got a pretty lengthy little wire. At the end of it, we got a USB. Got a little portable power supply here. Go ahead and plug this in. And then you can see our brick lights up with the LEDs. And we're going to take our top case here. We're going to align that LED brick, put it there in the side, and then I'm going to fish this USB dongle through here. Make sure our wires out of the way. Line up our top case again. Everything's good there. And we'll plug it back into our little portable portable power supply. And voila, we have illumination for our gaming setup. Like I said, the wire's plenty long. You ought to be able to plug this into a portable power supply, or if you've got one of those adapters, you can plug it into a wall outlet or anything like that. But overall, this thing's pretty good looking. Like I said, the build quality and everything went together. Piece of cake. Took me about an hour and a half, and really enjoyed the build. But I like, the finishing touches, the RGB accents. Even if the light didn't work, just having the see-through bricks up there has a nice touch to it. So turning off the overhead light, we got a really nice look at just how bright that little small LED is. And you don't have to put it there. You can put it somewhere else in the case if you want. But to me, it makes the most sense there. It shines through the top, shines down into the case and illuminates it. But pretty fun build. I'll turn my power supply back on. Overall, very happy with the quality, very happy with the build. If you guys are interested in picking up one of these iGame gaming desktop computers, they're available on the Pantasy website as well as in Amazon. I'll put links down below. And if you enjoyed this content, guys, let me know. Hit a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.